So we have the new LR banner up here for obviously the new Super Saiyan 3 Goku Mini, which this banner, surprisingly, is probably, I don't want to say the best Legend banner we've had yet, but I think it could be. And the reason I say that is not quite the banner itself, like in terms of the featured units. So obviously Goku Mini is mostly going to be, I haven't really looked into in terms of how he looks in game just yet. But I would say he's pretty good. Obviously he's a Legend unit, so he has to be at least fairly decent. Whether he's as good as Vegito or Piccolo, I'm not too sure yet. But for now, we'll just say he's good. We have Tamagami number 1, which obviously is a banner unit, so you'll probably get him on other banners in the future. But for a banner unit, he probably looks fairly solid. Mini Vegeta, which I'm not really too... I'd probably say he's good, but he's not like exceptional, if that makes sense. This Vegeta here, I mean, could be good still, depending, but I don't think he's going to be that impressive. Super Saiyan 4 Goku as well. This Goku Mini after his Zenkai is not too bad, but probably could have done with a little bit more. But here is where things get interesting. So, obviously, with Majup here and also Dende, these are obviously old supporters, and, you know, most people are like, oh, supporters back on banners is not good, which... yeah, I guess you can look at it that way, it's not the best. But the way I look at it is these units being, or these supporters being on a banner for a rerun is insanely good. And the reason I say that is, for example, is if we use our CC for summoning, we have a good chance of getting, you know, brand new units. Like for example, we have a chance of getting the LR Goku, we could get Tamagami, we can get another LF, stuff like that. But we can also, doing all that, get new supporters. We'll get supporters we need dupes of, right? But if you do it the other way, which Legends really intend you to do it, is this way. So we have to waste 100cc just for one copy. Which obviously it does go up, you know, depending. But the way I'm looking at it is, would you rather waste your CC getting your supporters leveled up this way, or have them on these new LR banners, Ultra banners, stuff like that, where you're summoning for the new unit, but you can also get supporters. So to me, having supporters on these banners, whether or not they come on Ultra banners in the future, I'm not too sure. But for now, if only like LR banners, this is such a huge win in my books. Because like I said, it makes this banner more valuable on using your CC. Because if you summon like, oh damn, I wasted a multi's worth of CC, but I only got a few levels of supporters, which is still not the best, but at least in your summon experience, you're not losing CC in a way if you're still getting a supporter dupe. Because obviously your supporters, they intend you to max them out to get, you know, as you can see here, like the maximum potential of them, which obviously makes sense, but it's such a big leap from 1 to 4, or 1 to max, for example, which is why having these supporters on these banners makes it a lot better to summon on, which is why I may say it's the best Legend banner we've had so far, purely because these supporters being on here, it does make it more valuable, in my eyes. Well, especially Dende. Dende can, like, do pretty good, you know, healing in that, you know, max ability here, but like I said, I still don't know if it's worth going into the CC shop and wasting a CC there. But having him on these banners makes it easier because you're getting more, you know, more bang for your buck sort of thing. But, you know, if you take out the supporters, depending, I've already talked about my summon video, but depending on how they do this Daima campaign, if they make Daima good in with like a few good equipments, I think we did get a few equipments today, but I haven't really looked into it too much just yet. But if the equipments make these units better again, or at least, not top tier, but at least in the higher tiers again, then this banner is very good. But at the moment, I would say still it's probably one of the best banners we've had for LR banners, but it's not a banner where it's like, oh my god, you must summon. Because another thing we have to really heavily consider into these summon or skip videos now is anniversaries in 2 months, roughly. Which, if I had to guess, they're going to copy the same format but replace the LFs of Legend units. So we're potentially going to see 2 LR banners for anniversary for part 1. which I don't know if I like or not, because they're probably going to be very high legend units, right, which is obviously very good. But the pity, if you have to go to pity for them, it's obviously going to be absolutely terrible. But they're going to have to make these banners insanely good as well. So with the LFs on the banner, they're going to have to make them top tier LFs, because I don't think we're going to have enough. Actually, by then, they could introduce like Super Vegito on one of the banners. Legend Super Vegito, that's possible they could do. Whether they do it, I'm not too sure. I'm just brainstorming ideas here to try and get people to summon. Because like I said, these banners are going to have to be insanely good for Anniversary to be worthy in summoning on. So I'm not too sure how that's going to play out. I think probably what I'll do is when we get close towards Anniversary, depending how many Legend units we have by then, I'll probably do like maybe a concept idea of what I think Anniversary could look like. Because we do have to take that in consideration for these banners. Because is this Goku going to be worth it in a few months? Probably not. But he could be very, I don't know. Because it depends on how much they're going to power creep as well. Because obviously Anniversary units are going to power creep. But is it going to be a huge jump? Is it going to be a little jump? We just don't know, which is, I guess, a scary thing as well. I wouldn't think it's going to be a huge jump, but it could be a little bit of a jump. But yeah, I think overall, I'd say summon on this banner regardless, because like I said, these supporters are definitely going to be helpful in the future when you get them up to higher levels. And plus, Super Saiyan 3 Goku looks pretty good. Like I said, I haven't really looked fully into him in game, but for a Legend unit, he's going to be at least fairly good. But you can go for Trunks still if you want Trunks. I don't know if it's really worth it. Only because he's an Ultra unit. I don't know, is there any return banners as well? I might as well cover that, no? Okay, we usually get return banners as well, but yeah, we'll probably wrap up the video here. Like I said, summon if you want. I don't see any big deal summoning on it. But probably don't go like too deep. So if you go like, if you're free play and you go like 20k CC or something like that, just do like maybe a rotation or two. So like 6000 CC. Don't go super deep in it unless you really want the unit. But yeah, I don't recommend going super deep. But if you do want to go for Goku, definitely go for it. He's definitely worth it. And obviously the banner's very worth it as well. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. If you guys like this summon video or guide video and you want to see more, please like and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one.